let's get RBT to 1 million subscribers by the end of the year. If you don't subscribe, there are consequences. And with those consequences, there's a chance I come out of retirement and I beat your favorite team.
Interesting video on tap today, Madden, but it's funny. I got sent this thread on Twitter, like this deserved its own dedicated video. If you don't laugh one time, I'll give you $4. $4 each. That's a lot of money, so you better laugh. It's just one of those videos that I had to make. I just wanted to make it. Why? Because I can do whatever I want to. All it takes is a little bit of magic, and press the button, and voila. I love it. What is this, bro? Like, what a start to the video. Like, what's that movie called? What is that movie called? The really long guy. Slender Man. This is Slender Man in Madden into one. Like, this is where Slender Man got its inspiration. Like, look at that freaking head, dude. Look at that neck. Like, what? I don't know if it gets any better than this. Oh man. Oh man, look at their arms, look at their necks, look at the helmets. I love it. Like, is that a ball sack? Is that a ball sack? What is that? And if you're curious, this is the man right here that made this thread. I got his permission to use all his pictures, so Jim is a nice lad. Everybody let Jim know he's a nice young lad. This one isn't quite as funny as the last one, but at the same time, is that a turtle? I think this is a turtle. It's like, what is wrong with his thighs? That actually looks like it looks like somebody's about to go skiing, but doesn't have the skis. It looks like that's the thing you put on your legs when you go skiing. That's exactly what that is. This is already making me so happy. But like, this might not be the content that you think you needed, but that you did need, because it's making me so happy. What's behind the stadium in the old days? The edge of the universe. So like, this one isn't too funny, but like at the same time, he's not wrong. Like, what type of setting is this in? Like, on Mars? Like, is this on Mars and then above you is the moon? Or like, that wouldn't be the case because the moon's not above Mars. But you get the point. Like, where is this? Like, it's not necessarily a funny one, but it just makes you scratch your head. Like, where are we? Are we in a black hole or are we on a football field? Like, I don't even know what you call this. I think these players, they need to learn physics. Like, or maybe they're just taking a nap. Maybe they're sunbathing. Actually, probably not, because you don't sunbathe with uniform on. So you might want to let me know in the comment section what these guys are doing, but it just is abnormal. It just isn't normal. It just isn't what we're used to. Next one says 2 teams, 1 spawn point. So that looks like, oh my god, that looks like the thumbnails that I tried to make on my own a few months ago when I did the videos where the 2 players morphed into each other. That looks like what I was trying to attempt, but I'm not the greatest at Photoshop. I don't even have Photoshop. Like, once again, not one that's like extremely funny, but at the same time, we also need to kind of point out the fans in the stands. Like, why are they not, like, they're one-dimensional. They're like paper. They look like paper people. You ever play Paper Mario? That's what they look like. They look like they belong in Paper Mario. That's just another one that, like, how does this happen? Like, where does this go wrong to create a player that is 2 into 1? Like, where does this happen? We're just getting started, dudes. Next one says horrific accident with the near plane. Oh, I feel like this is still a thing today. I feel like anybody can go into replay like a Madden 20 and kind of zoom in on the face, and that happens. But at the same time, why is his eyeball like that? Like, why did they have to create his eyeball in that image for him to fit in the eye socket like it is? Because it's a video game. You don't want to look inside the eye socket. So why does the top of the eye have to, like, exist? At the same time, where is his head? Where did his forehead go? At least he does not need braces. Although, I think the lip is not supposed to grow on the front tooth, but you get what I'm saying. His teeth, for the most part, look brace-free. Working on spherical harmonic ambient for Madden 06. By the way, this is all from old Maddens. But I don't know why this was placed in thread. Like, is this a glitch? This is a glitch. How did this happen? Like, if this looks like he's just like designing the players in the game, but at the same time, it exists in a thread that like there's no way somebody loaded into a game of Madden and this is what you saw. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case nowadays, but at the same time, once I go load into a game of Madden, this is not what I expect to see. Next one, the Jumbotron looks good because of a simple tiled texture of RGB circles. I don't know what that means, but we're just gonna roll with it. Zoom in and expect. It's just multiply with the underlying non-tile logo, really simple. The broken bulb is a tiny hand-drawn mask. Help sell it through though. What is this? Why am I looking at this? Okay, maybe this whole thread isn't just glitches, but hold on. I'm so disappointed. I thought all that sophisticated language was about to turn into something really funny, but it's just the Jumbotron. That's all it is. Okay, back to it. Back to the funny. Depth testing equals disabled. Draw order is front to back for players if this happens. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say about this. Like, this is just funky. Like, this is just a whole funky picture. That's all it is, funkiness. How many, like, this is one of those things where you look at, like, try to look and your brain starts to hurt because you try to, like, if you look at this picture, like, everybody out there watching this video, if you're still there, zoom in on his body and try to count how many players there are. And then it starts to hurt your brain once you get closer to the center because it just starts to hurt your brain. Because that's one of those things where physics just and your brain does not comprehend. So once again, it's a funny one. So I just had to interrupt the video with some breaking stuff. Like, what the fuck is this? Literally 70% of you that watch my freaking channel aren't subscribed, dude. Like, all you gotta do is click the goddamn button. My videos suck that bad. Next one, this one wasn't a funny one. This says Skycons. So you can definitely see you can definitely see that this is an old Madden because that looks like the freaking icon back in like Windows 1. And somehow I don't know how you go from an icon that is on like your desktop back when computers were like very rare to the sky of a Madden game. Like, I don't know how. Like, I'm not a game coder. I obviously don't make Madden. Like, that's not me. I don't do that. But at the same time, you gotta question yourself. How does an icon from your desktop end up in the sky of a Madden game? Like, that's just a question that I have got to have answered on my deathbed. So this one, like, isn't funny, but it's pretty cool. Like, it's something you never see. Like, because nobody ever plays. Like, first of all, this shot, like, there's normally there's fans in the stands. So I don't know why did they put the Browns logo on these seats when you're never gonna be able to see them because the fans are in the stands. And now that I'm starting to think about it, it kind of confuses me because yeah, it seems like it took a lot of time to put the Browns logo on every single seat in this stadium, even though you don't ever see them. But they can do that. They can spend their time doing that. But yet you can't upgrade a 1 overall player because apparently there's a freaking bucket somewhere in the universe that nobody can find, nobody can get answers to. So that's just one of these head scratchers, you know? So like this isn't really funny. It's just a headless Madden player. I don't know where his head went, which is funny because I have an entire video from like a year ago of me playing with headless players, a mod that was created that I got somebody to make. Yet none of you watched it. So if I remember, I'm gonna put that video in the link in the description box if you want to see a game of headless Madden players. What even? What is this? What did he say? What did he call this? Okay, yeah. That's the best description yet. I have no idea. What do you call this? Number one, why is his head backwards? What is that black thing? Like, what's wrong with his eyes? Why is his head really big? Why all the players, all number 5? So this is just an interesting one. This is just an interesting little pick. Right guy, wrong material. What does this remind me of? There's something this reminds me of. I don't know why the first thing I'm thinking of is a marshmallow because that guy definitely doesn't look like a marshmallow, but we're gonna go with it. Unfortunately, that was all the funny pictures in the thread, but there's gotta be some more funny pictures in this guy's Twitter account. I'm gonna find a couple more. Gotta make the video 10 minutes. Got to. I'm Xerxes today. Oh man, that's nostalgic. Do you guys remember the Tiny Man? Once again, there's another freaking tiny player, just to give you a perspective of how tiny he actually was. Dude, why are all the pictures here of the Tiny Man? Oh, there we are, just the guy that is undergoing an exorcism. Here's another exorcism. So, like, this kind of shows you some of these Madden games need to be rated, like, immature because you can't let kids watch exorcisms. Like, that's not just the ethical thing to do. Oh, speaking of being rated immature, like, there's a nice little, I'll let you guys that know what porn is. Like, I'll let you guys use your imagination here. If you guys don't know what porn is, don't look it up. Why does Aaron Rodgers look like a demon? Now, I will say, this does look like it hurts a little bit. It looks like this was on the NCAA mod, or maybe on Face of the Franchise. But at the same time, his knee is not in a good place. Now here, it does kind of look like the coach is making some sort of disruption. For some reason, he is in between. Well, that's both coaches just chilling in between the center and the quarterback in shotgun formation. I don't really know what they're expecting to accomplish, but these are bad boys. They're very bad, silly boys. They're trying to wreak some havoc. I mean, that might be a penalty of some sort.
Uh-oh. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is?
It's freaking National Corn Day.